Hello everyone, it's me, Alice Vardomskaya, glad to welcome you to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about how a man falls in love with a woman. In today's video, we will talk about the 7 stages a man goes through before falling in love with a woman. A woman often makes mistakes thinking that a man thinks and feels and falls in love just like a woman. But no, a man goes through completely different stages than women. So, before we start discussing this topic, I suggest you subscribe, like, so that the channel can grow and this video can be seen by as many people as possible. So let's get started. The first stage a man goes through before falling in love is, of course, appearance. It is physical beauty, a beautiful body. Beautiful. What does physical beauty mean? What does a beautiful body mean? Every man has his own preferences, an image that forms somewhere in his subconscious. He knows what kind of woman should indeed be next to him, but often he cannot even describe it. The image exists, but he may not even envision what she is like. So when he meets that very woman, she will be very attractive to him. That is, when the image in his head matches the appearance of the woman he meets, then the picture comes together for the man. And the more attractive the woman is to him, the more confident he begins to feel. Such is the nature of a man. They love with their eyes, and over time, even after many years together, a man still wants to admire his woman, to look at and enjoy her beauty and appearance. Therefore, for a man, of course, a woman's appearance is an inspiration, and appearance always plays an important role. But appearance does not play the main role. In fact, it is in the first place, for a man, this is a resemblance to the mother, but not to the mother who raised him. That is, it can also be, of course, a resemblance to the mother who raised him if she is ideal for him. That is, the mother could have been kind, could have been not very kind, could have been warm, could have been cold. But again, the image in the man's mind of the ideal mother includes qualities like warmth, kindness, calmness, and comfort. Everything that a man associates with his mother, even if the mother was not like that, means that the image of the ideal mother must coincide with the image of a woman. A sign is that, for example, when a woman meets a man, you see that the man does not look away for a long time. When a man likes a woman, he holds his gaze for a long time. He wants to admire her. He can't help himself. He enjoys looking at her. And that's why his gaze lingers. If you see that a man is looking at you, it means he really likes you. And that's first thing, the stage of external appearance. Next, after the first stage, that is, the girl has attracted the man realizes that her image fits his ideas of femininity, beauty, and appearance. Then, the second stage for a man is attraction. A man starts to attract your interest in a variety of interesting and captivating ways. But at this stage, he is not yet making any significant investment in the woman. He is trying, perhaps through conversations or messages, to capture your gaze and draw your interest to himself. That is, perhaps some invitations to dates begin, and at this moment, as the man starts some light communication, he begins to understand whether he perhaps wants to win you over or not. That is, he is now making a decision about whether something will happen between you two or not. And at this moment, the man does not have deep feelings, of course. He has affection. But if something goes wrong, if he hears something during the conversation with you that repels him, or if the date doesn't go well, it will be easy for him to part ways with you. That is, he closely observes your behavior and communication, understands, and reflects on whether he needs such a woman, whether he wants to move forward with her, and if something has somehow repelled or disappointed him, he will easily part ways with the woman at this stage. Next, the third stage begins, and this is the stage of attention. You have already passed the second stage. The man has realized that he wants to win you over, and a question arises in his mind about how to make you fall in love. At this point, the man starts to invest in the relationship. At this point, beautiful dates and courtship begin. He comes to help you, brings flowers, gifts, and he is ready to pick you up from work. He starts to be very present in your life, trying to impress you, doing something unusual so that you feel special. He is trying to be a hero for you, and a girl can easily fall in love with a man at this third stage. However, in reality, The man does not fall in love with the woman at this stage. He is showing himself, showing how he can care for you, but he does not fall in love while the woman may already be in love. Next, the fourth stage that comes after the third is undoubtedly respect. Respect plays a huge role for a man. It is important for a man to respect himself and to respect his partner, his companion. Here is a very important question for women. Do you respect yourself? A man will easily see and feel if a woman, for instance, does not respect herself, and no man will respect a woman who does not treat herself with respect. He cannot truly love, in the real sense of the word, someone who does not respect herself, who allows unpleasant remarks to be made about her. In other words, a woman must show what she accepts and what she does not. She respects herself or not. If a man sees that a woman truly respects herself, that she will not allow herself to be treated unworthily, then indeed, as a matter of course, the man begins to respect such a woman and starts to realize that he feels special with her, unlike with other women. In other words, next to her, he opens up, he feels uplifted, meaning he is ready for certain actions and deeds. He feels different as he has never felt before. If a man at this stage understands that he is different next to her, he becomes better, kinder, possibly more interesting and happier. It doesn't matter. At that moment, a man who is indeed building a relationship with a woman has the thought that she is truly special. She is not like everyone else. And this is indeed a truly significant and important step on the path to a man's falling in love. He starts to appreciate her at that moment. That is, after realizing how he feels next to her, at that moment he begins to value her and already starts to fear losing her. He does not want to lose her at this stage, meaning he develops a fear. Furthermore, trust is something that is born after respect. A man wants to fully trust his woman, and this is, of course, very important in relationships. And if he sees that he can trust her, meaning she behaves in a way that gives him no reason to doubt, he can open his soul to her. He can talk to her on various topics. He can trust her. And at that moment, the man approaches the decision of what will happen next. At this moment, courtship, flowers, gifts, and some help may simply disappear from the relationship because the man now has such an important task. He transitions to the next stage, the stage of denial. And here, in fact, it is the most difficult for a man. He most likely had other relationships before with other women with whom he did not experience what he is beginning to feel with this woman. And he increasingly naturally begins to fear his feelings. This special woman in his life, he understands that she is special, but he is afraid to admit it to himself. He is afraid that he no longer controls himself, and he starts playing a game of approaching and distancing, meaning he intentionally wants to distance himself from her to feel how it is without her, but he can no longer do without her. And therefore, the more he distances himself from her, the more he wants to get closer. If you see that your man is in love and goes through all these stages, but at some point he seems to cool down, then again shows some signs of attention. He loves, and you feel that he loves already. Don't try to make him take care of you or do something at that moment. Don't try, so to speak, to pick at his brain at that moment. It's very difficult for a man right now. He is used to not depending on anyone in life, so to speak, to belong to himself. And right now he is scared of what he is feeling, of the fact that he is afraid of losing control over himself. And sometimes, just sometimes, he has the desire to run away at this stage. We are approaching the final stage, which is acceptance. If you have gone through all these stages, it means the man has come to terms with himself and realized that you are one in a million. He understands that he cannot be without you. He truly loves you and wants to be with you, to live together, to build a family, have children, and so on. So if you allow the man to experience all these stages without pushing or pressuring him, simply respecting yourself, loving yourself, and being in trust and respect with the man, everything will definitely work out for you. That's all for this video. It was me, Alisa Vardomska. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell, and goodbye, everyone.